Ireland was the only country in the EU to see an increase in exports in the first 5 months of this year, with the export sector growing by 6% compared to last year. Well, an exporter in County Monaghan has seen a huge rise in inquiries because of the coronavirus. Over 600 staff are employed here at this forklift manufacturer in Monaghan. Combilift's vast site is more than 3.5 times the size of Croke Park.
In total in the plant here we're doing about 140 units per week. 97% of them are exported out of Ireland, and that has been very much within our DNA, export focus from day one.
The company has seen a 50% increase in inquiries for its forklifts as a direct result of the pandemic.
COVID-19, not every business is booming as a result, but there's certain sectors, for instance, in the logistics, transportation, individuals are doing more shopping online. So e-commerce is one sector that's really booming, and that's really increasing the demand for warehouse space. And that already has translated into additional business during the month of June.
But whilst inquiries continued, the company itself was not immune to the virus, and like thousands of businesses across the country, they had to shut down full operations for a number of weeks. But for Martin, who's also a part-time beef farmer, lockdown really helped to put things into perspective.
Any business owner needs some way of unwinding, but during that production shutdown we had for 3 weeks in April, it gives you time to sort of think.
So Martin reached out to the HSE to see if there was anything at all he could do to help.
He was inquiring about how he could assist in any way whatsoever to help out with respect to the COVID crisis. And he in particular was interested in building the ventilators, designing and building the ventilator. To design and build a ventilator is quite a protracted period, so you're not going to have that ready to address the COVID issues.
But when we got into the detail of looking at how a ventilator worked, in our mind we come up with a much simpler solution. So we actually developed a ventilator splitter that can be attached to any branded ventilator that can safely ventilate 2 or more patients.
So passing from forklifts to a ventilator splitter, it's not that different, but there are some differences, mainly on the safety side. So the system needs to be, call it bulletproof. You're talking with human lives.
The death toll in Italy from COVID-19 has overtaken that of China and now stands at just over 3,400.
A convoy of military vehicles.
Back on that week, Italy had really bad numbers. And we also heard a story of a doctor that had to choose who would keep the ventilator. He had to swap the ventilator to another patient, and the patient that was connected to the ventilator ended up dying. And that was an extra push to get us as fast as possible.
While we had ceased forklift production for 3 weeks, these guys were working around the clock, and I mean, working 7 days a week on this, because from that initial concept of looking at the ventilator in Monaghan Hospital, we had a finished working product within a 5-week period.
And Martin, never one to let the grass grow under his feet, has had an idea for his company in the future. He hopes to turn this altruistic venture of designing and licensing ventilator adapters into something possibly a little bit more profitable, manufacturing other types of medical devices.
We already have had demand from other people in the medical device field. So I could see, not maybe over the next 12 months, but in the more medium term, that Combilift will move into manufacturing some other medical devices.
That's what we do with our customers. We give solutions. This was another solution to a problem that we identified.
I really think for any business, it's the support of your employees really can help you getting through this challenging time. When it's saving people's lives, that brings real pride.
One of the unexpected upsides for some businesses of the pandemic has been the extra demand for warehousing space, which means extra demand for forklifts.
It's so unexpected, but it's great to see businesses like we saw taking the opportunities as they come.